Hey everybody, it's 819 here. Just a quick video today about Relickeeper, who you can get from the fusion section in the portal. Question everybody has to ask themselves at some point in this game is, should I do this fusion? Is it worthwhile doing the fusion? Before I look at what Relickeeper is like as a champion, I'm going to say yes. Yes, you need to do this fusion. It's pretty easy to do it if you just click on any of these champions that you haven't got. It'll tell you where you can farm for them. So all farmable from the campaign, apart from Justicar. But obviously for Justicar, you just have to farm these 4 champions to fuse into Justicar, and every single one of these other champions here farmable in the campaign. And if you haven't got them, like I said, just click on here, go to the campaign. It'll take you straight to where you need to farm them from. You can farm them in any of the difficulties, so you can start farming for this fusion straight from the beginning. The next question then, in terms of do you need to do it? Yes, if you want to get through the missions. On part 3 here of the missions, the very last mission here is Fuse Relickeeper. But not just that, I can't show it to you here because I've obviously already completed part 2 of the missions. But on part 2, it requires you to fuse Justicar. So you have to go through the fusions to complete these missions. You can pull these guys from shards, but the pulling them from shards isn't going to complete that mission for you. So you do need to do the fusion to get Justicar. You do need to do the fusion to get Relickeeper to complete those missions. If you're looking for somebody who's going to be end-game viable, this guy is not the one. His force affinity, which is actually really good for Arena, because a lot of people in Arena are playing Magic Affinity. So obviously having a champion that's strong against Magic Affinity is fantastic for the Arena. But there's a lot of other champions that's come out since this guy, because this guy's obviously been around since the beginning, and he's a little bit outdated now. There are better champions to get. But if you're early on in game and you want to get a decent epic champion that's going to be easy to book out, this guy is actually a pretty good option, considering that rare books are pretty easy to find, but the epic books not so much. If you fuse this guy, his fusion doesn't go away. So if you look at Raisin, for example, it's got this condition in here that says it can only be fused 1 time. Relickeeper's fusion you can do over and over and over again, and like I said, because you can farm these guys, it makes it very easy. Broadmoor, not quite the same story. To get these 2 champions, you can get them from the Arena Bazaar. So you can do a shard or fragment summon for them. But once you've summoned them, they drop off the list. Not here, but you can't get the shards for them in the bazaar anymore. So I have completed those 2 fusions. When I go here in the bazaar, gone. So yes, Relickeeper you can, however, because the campaign will always stay there, and you can always go and farm those farm these champions from the campaign, and that will make it easy because you can repeat it, and instead of spending books on him, you can just farm him over and over so that you can use the fusion then to upgrade his abilities. Not too many books required. I mean, but if you look at some of the newer champions, if you look at this guy over here, and you see how many books you need to book out his abilities, this is not that bad. 4 books on the A1, 2 on the A2, and on this passive 2 more. So it's really quite easy actually to book him out. It's very simple to use. He's only got 2 active abilities. So first you put on this buff on him, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 4 turns. This has actually been ascended out. Initially when you get him, it only places a 25% attack. Once you've ascended him past 3 stars, it turns up to 50% increased attack. If you've got this booked, it knocks the cooldown to 4 turns, and it's active for 4 turns. So you can have this 50% increased attack on him permanently. His A1 then, just very straightforward, attacks an enemy, grants an extra turn if the enemy is killed. So when his turn comes up, you'll hit this because it also grants an extra turn. So you hit this immediately, you go on to A1, attack an enemy. If you kill that enemy, he gets another turn, you get to kill another enemy. Very good for waves. His passive, his aura is to increase attack in campaign battles by 40%, which is a lot. So if you put him in lead in campaign, he can actually very nicely walk through the waves for you. The problem I've got with this, obviously because he only attacks one enemy at a time, it's going to be a bit slower than somebody that runs through the waves with AoEs, since obviously the AoE attacks them all and you move on to the next wave, whereas this guy has to kill them one at a time. But nonetheless, if he's built up quite strong, he can in most of the campaign just walk through. So you can actually use him to grind those campaigns, and you can throw in 3 food champions to level up while he's walking through. To build him out, he doesn't need accuracy. He doesn't really need too much speed. It's obviously handy just to put a bit of speed in there, just to make sure that he if you're going to use him to farm through, just so that you've got him going first. You want to have his crit at 100%, just because you want those hits to kill the enemy. So I've got him built to 102%. I need a lot more critical damage on this to really make him work. So currently I haven't got him built strong enough to make him work, but ideally about 30,000 HP, 3 to 4,000 attack, 100% crit rate, and as much crit damage as you can afford then into it. And at that point, he will just walk through waves one by one. I'm not going to show him in a battle in this video. There are really good videos out there to show his abilities in battles, and there's also a couple of good videos out there to show why he's considered to be outdated. I'll try and put some links in the description below if you want to have a look at those, but that's it for this video. I hope you found this useful. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave me a comment below, and thank you very much for watching.